What's up, everybody? My name is Isle, and today we are playing Planet Coaster. If you haven't played it before, it's a great sandbox roller coaster simulator and amusement park builder. It just really allows you to have a lot of freedom with how you build things, and it's just a really great game, so I highly recommend it. But today I am starting my Planet Coaster series, and I've been playing it for a while, but I haven't really felt comfortable actually uploading stuff until now, so thank you for watching. Today I'm starting this series, like I said, with just a simple entrance area to the park. I don't want this park to be like super huge or crazy out of this world theming or whatever, but I want it just to be a nice, complete park by the time I'm done, with realistic decorations and realistic, nice, smooth roller coasters and everything. So those are my goals for this park, and I really appreciate your viewership and any comments you might have. Leave those down below, and like if you like a video and dislike if you don't. But any of those things, your honest feedback is always much appreciated. So like I said, I'm just laying out the entrance area basically, and it's super hard in this game to get like large areas filled with just path. So I had to leave these little spaces for like planters, and I've watched a couple real good videos on how to do things like that. I'll link those in the description. Check those people out. There are a lot of great people in this community. But basically I'm just trying to turn these little blank areas into nice planters full of plants for decoration, and to kind of break up the space a little bit, and so people can't tell that it's not supposed to be all path. So I'm trying to get a curb around this little wall around this space, and I tried a couple different things, as you can tell, but one good trick, like as you can see just there, is to place a little building piece, like a wood post or something, to start a building, and then place your pieces in relation to that, and that way you don't have to select each piece individually and stuff. You can, if you need to, select the whole building and move it, or multi-select a group of pieces and duplicate it, or whatever you need to do. So that's a technique I used for this. This is the wall I ended up going with. It's actually a concrete column of some sort that I laid on its side, and basically just rotate and move and duplicate along the entire outline of these planters, and I think it turns out pretty nicely. There's a couple angles, as you can see, like right there, that are a little bit sharp, and it's really not that rounded overall, even though the shape is pretty curvy of the path. But I think it looks pretty good overall. It looks just a little bit rustic or industrial, just a little bit blocky, not super like smooth and organic, which isn't necessarily the look I'm going for anyways. And these corners I wanted to hide. I couldn't really find a concrete post that looked good for that, but I found this great, I think it was called a fairy tale cornerstone, and that fit perfectly with the style and also fit the space very well. And these things are pretty time intensive. That's why the video is time lapsed. So at this point I discovered you can't duplicate and mirror. I think that would be a really cool feature, but as far as I know, there's no way to actually do that, so I had to rebuild the second side independently all on its own, and that took even more time. So yeah, unfortunately my skills at this game are not anywhere near those of some other great Planet Coaster YouTubers. I think of Variable, Matt Lone. Some of these people create Attacking Toucans with his Ultimate Theme Park series. You know, some of these people create like massive things in relatively short amount of time, and that is not where I'm at right now, but I definitely aspire to be something like that at some point. But like I said, we're starting it off simple and time-lapsing the footage so you don't have to sit there and painfully watch every little detail. So yeah, then after I've gotten the curbs all pretty nice and relatively symmetrical, considering I had to build them separately, you know, I always like to put some rocks. And a good tip if you play Planet Coaster is to get like larger bushes or trees and just sink them down into the ground and let just the top stick out, and that creates a little bit of a just volume for the grass there, and just little small ground cover, and that really helps things not look flat. And of course you can put full bushes and full flowers and whatever above ground, that, you know, you wouldn't want to have them all underground, but especially for filling up large spaces like large hills on the sides of roller coasters or, you know, things like that, it's really good to, you know, break up the terrain there. So as you can see, filling up the planters is relatively straightforward. I got a couple trees and flowers and rocks and you know, bushes and things that I sunk into the ground, and I think that they look quite nice. And what I did after this was I used an open source program, really great program called Reshade, which you can install to basically any game or anything and give it a bunch of different like cinematic effects. So in Planet Coaster, what a lot of people use for their videos is this depth of field effect that, you know, creates kind of a natural focus where the background is kind of blurred, but what's in the middle, what's focusing on your screen is nice and sharp, and that looks really good. And also motion blur, because there's a lot of motion in this game, obviously, with it being a roller coaster simulator. When you're doing roller coaster POVs, that looks really nice. And, you know, there's some background fog and stuff. And basically, I've just tuned a preset that I like for this style of this park. It's relatively light and sunny, but, you know, quite cinematic and nice as well. And obviously I don't play the whole game with the preset on, but I'll use it for the cinematic recordings. But yeah, like I said, thank you for watching, and didn't get too terribly much done in this episode, but laying, you know, every little bit helps to lay the groundwork for the future of this park. So without further ado, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do to give me your feedback. That's always appreciated. I'll out.